we have a powerful new moon in the sign of Scorpio happening this week at the very auspicious 28 degrees of Scorpio, happening for all of us around the 19th and 20th of November, depending on where you are in the world. Let's talk about the astrology. This new moon happening in what is known as, I want to say it, the moon when traveling through the sign of Scorpio is all about shadow work. It's all about undoing the hidden secrets revealed, especially when we have planet of shock, surprises, making a opposition, standing across the sky from this new moon. And let's talk about the fact that the moon does not do amazing in the sign of Scorpio. It is what is known as being in a detriment, being in its full sign, because in the opposite sign of Taurus, the moon loves to travel through the kingdom of Taurus. She's at home there. It's earth, it's safe, it is structure, it's grounded. The moon does well there, right? Whereas moon in Scorpio, well, the moon is about the hidden, doing the shadow work. In the realm of the underworld, Scorpio, death, rebirth, and transformation, the kingdom of Pluto and Mars. So the moon is not debilitated here, but her power acts differently here. And so this new moon, unlike some of the other new moons, because generally everyone is going to be like, okay, it's new moon time to manifest, time to set your intentions. Yes, that is still a thing with this new moon. However, when it's Scorpio energy, it's usually about doing the hidden work, doing the stuff that nobody sees. It's like when you are, I don't know, um, mopping the deck of the ship, but no one's seeing you sailing. You know what I mean? It's like doing it's like doing all the hard work when no one's around, when there's no one to clap you, applaud you, where there's no likes, reshares, comments. This is like doing the actual hard stuff so you can then reap the rewards and the benefits of the new moon. Okay, so I'm going to get into all the details, all the information, all the juiciness of this new moon. Before I do that, remember to like, subscribe, and share this channel if you feel called to do so and the messages align for you. Later on in the video, like I always do, I'm going to go into all of the signs and how this is going to affect your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign the most. Okay, so make sure you have those information at hand for you to check out the rising signs. I will leave all the timestamps in the video to scroll across to find your signs, or listen to all of it, whatever you want to do, right? And also, I'll leave all the timestamps in the comments for you too, if you want to do it that way. And let's get into the information about this new moon. So first of all, the new moon is going to be at 28 degrees. This is the degree of Cancer, right? So this is going to be bringing up Cancer issues, which is things such as home security, family nurture, right? How am I nurturing? How am I being nurtured? Who are the people that I call home? Where do I feel at home, right? Am I surrounded by people who I can nurture, who nurture me, who bring out the best in me? This sort of this is the energy that is the Cancer degree is embodying, right? The ruler Scorpio, Mars, and Pluto. Let's talk about those two because they are what is known as the depositors, right? So the depositors of the moon, Mars and Scorpio. Where are they? Where are they? So Mars is firing through in Sagittarius right now, acting super fire, super powerful, super determined, super optimistic, right, about our goals, dreams, desires. And also, Mars will be making a T square to the nodes, and the nodes are the fates of destiny, the karmic destiny points in the sky, right? Mars is about drive, action. There could, with Mars in the mix, especially when it's a square, to when a planet is squaring anything, it's usually calling you to take action upon something through being uncomfortable, right? So like the Scorpion New Moon energy, the Scorpion New Moon energy is about doing the hard thing. It's about getting uncomfortable. It's about shedding skin, because Scorpio energy is about transformation, and so the transformation happens when we shed parts of ourselves which are no longer serving us, limiting beliefs that we're holding on to. Those are things we need to be working on. The The planet Mercury is also in conjunction to loosely to this new moon, and will later on the next day, I believe, we'll be doing a what is known as Cazimi, when the Sun and Mercury meet in the sky together, when Mercury enters the kingdom of the Sun and sits at the throne of the Sun to deliver messages. And so, as a collective, we will be receiving downloads, surprise information, new ideas, conversations being had. Remember, Mercury is retrograding, right? And it's halfway through its retrograde journey. It was in Scorpio when the Cazimi will happen. And so this will be like things coming back from the past to review, because the retrograde is about reviewing. It's about what is no longer working for me. Right. We're talking about the new moon being a time of us to manifest, to call in our wants, our goals, our dreams, our desires. Of course, it is all those things, with this caveat, with it A being in Scorpio, the moon is not a fan of Scorpio energy. So it's about doing the work, right? It's not when it's in the opposite side of Taurus, when things come easily. This is like, okay, I'm gonna give you the thing. But girl, you gotta work. You gotta work for the thing, right? Pluto, the modern day ruler of Scorpio, is in Aquarius, and actually Mars is at 11 degrees. Did I write that down right? Let me just double check. Yeah. Mars is 11 degrees, which is the Aquarius degree. And so we have this Aquarian energy where the actions that we take and the things that we do, and how is that going to affect the collective, right? Because at the 11th degree, the Aquarian degree, and Pluto in Aquarius, right? Again, retrograding. Most of the planets at the moment are retrograding before the year ends. And when we go into 2026, the planets will then move back into their new homes, where 2026 will be the ignition energy, whereas this year has been more about letting go, transformation, endings, saying goodbye to what's not working for us, so we can now up level into the things that we want. Because calling in the things that you want, you need, your desire, your manifestations, is actually holding space for you to then let go of what is no longer working for you. You know, you can't go to new places with old baggage behind you. And so the new moon is calling you, especially with this retrograde, because the retrograde will have this all feeling, right? Reflexive, right? You may be dealing with things, emotions, especially leading up to the full moon, a few days before, a few days after, maybe even a week or a week before, a week after too, where you are feeling it when it comes to energy. I usually find with like lunations, full moons, new moons, eclipses, energy can go like you can be either really high of energy or low of energy too, sleepy, hungry, anxious, um, more emotional, right? Angry, the extremes of emotion, especially with this with Scorpio energy, because Scorpio rules emotion, right? And deep emotion. And Scorpio will feel things deep, especially when Scorpio has that mercurial vibe to it. And Mercury is about how we express, how the words that we speak, right? The moon is how we feel. And Mercury is how we speak. So all that together in this huge energy in the sky. We also have Venus here too, don't forget, as well. So we have so much energy in one part of the cosmos right now, which is all to do with feeling things intensely, right? We're coming to the end of Scorpio season, so things will get a bit lighter, and the sun will move into Sagittarius at the end of the week. Things will become a bit more fun, optimistic, joyful, which is fantastic, right? However, Scorpio has its place. We are here. We step into Sagittarius season only by allowing us to ride the deep, intense wave of Scorpio, which is about acknowledging the feelings, acknowledging the shadow work, calling yourself out. Right, the great things to do during this new moon, especially because we have this mercurial energy, is to, when we're talking about manifestation, it's to speak into existence what is no longer working for you. What are you letting go of? What are your boundaries? What are you no longer accepting? And acknowledging that, right? Scorpio's about, okay, let's acknowledge the darkness, let's acknowledge the shadow, so we can then call in the extreme opposite of that. Okay. And by doing that, by letting go and holding space, like, so for me, for example, I've been doing a lot of journaling on what I want to let go of, what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling that, and also allowing yourself to sit with the Scorpio energy. It's about sitting and feeling it and just riding the wave. So often we are so conditioned to um, analyze, well, why am I feeling that? What can I do to stop feeling that? Well, actually, Scorpio is by let's feel that, okay? Especially with this Cancerian degree of 28 degrees, like feel it. You're going to be feeling it intensely. Scorpio is intense. Cancerian energy is intense. Feeling this intensely, right? Let me know if this is how you've been feeling. So I definitely have been, especially with Mercury in the mix as well, because the retrograde is bringing back things that you thought you'd healed from, dealt with, worked out. Mercury will bring that back to you with this retrograde, especially because it's traveling from Sagittarius to Scorpio and back again, right? So it's taking us all through this huge journey during this new moon transit. Okay, what else should we say about this? Let's have a look. Yeah, so the new moon will be activating, which is happening right now. The grand water trine. The grand water trine is going to be happening for a minute because it's affecting the outer planets, right, including Jupiter too, right? So this is going to be Jupiter, Neptune, right, all in the mix. Um, and the sun is going to set off this grand trine. The sun will set it off perfectly with its 25 degrees activation. So the grand trine will be activated, and this is going to be asking us to not only manifest what we want with Neptune here. Neptune's about first of all, before I talk about this, Neptune is retrograding, so this is about, okay, what is it that I want to call in, right? This is my manifestation. This is delving into spirituality, calling in your angel guides, your spirit guides, signs from the universe, whatever you want to call it, working with that energy, but also reviewing what it is that you want. But Neptune retrograde is about, well, the I thought I wanted this thing. Now the retrograde is happening. My rose tinted glasses have been taking off. Do I still want that? It's okay to change your mind. This is a trine energy. So the trine is like harmoniously aspecting you to receive what you want. The sun and the moon, when the sun and the moon come together every month, right? Which is giving us this new moon. The time this is happening for us, this will be giving us this grand water trine, and also Jupiter is here too. Jupiter is retrograding as well, which means that Jupiter retrograde isn't like as challenging as the other planets being retrograde, because it's still a greater benefic. And actually, when it's retrograding, it's closer to the Earth, and it's going to travel back and forth over around the early 20 degrees of Cancer. So if you have, like for me, for example, I have my North Node here in the degree of the early degrees, sorry, the 20 early 20 degrees of Cancer, right? And then the Jupiter's going to be passing back and forth over here during the retrograde journey, right? And so this is about giving you what you want. The blessings are still coming in. You're gonna have to work a bit harder for those, and having some optimism when it comes to manifesting what you want. All right. The one of the huge aspects to this new moon, which is going to shake everything up for everybody, is that we have Uranus retrograde back into Taurus, 29 degrees, right? First of all, 29 degrees of anything is critical. 29 degrees of Uranus is super critical, right? This is surprise revelation. The critical degrees in the astrology are usually like 29, 0, 22 degrees. Well, remember those degrees are the critical degrees. So if you have planets at those degrees, just know, like for me, for example, I have I have three. Yes, that's right. Three of my planets are critical degrees. Yeah. Is that right? Yes, three. And those planets are very potent in my birth chart, actually. And they even form a T-square together. And so if you have planets at critical degrees, just know that they are very like, potent energy within your birth chart. And they're really great energy to work with, actually, and to harness. However, when it's Uranus, it's really... imagine Uranus... Imagine trying to put a lightning bolt inside this cup, right? You can't harness the power of that energy. I want to say lightning because Uranus is like lightning, rules lightning, right? So expect plot twists, sudden events, information being revealed, because okay, Scorpio is about finding the truth, right? And about hidden truth being revealed. Um, Uranus is also the messenger guide, right? Uranus is a higher octave of Neptune, of a Mercury, right? Opposing it. So when a planet is opposing, they're opposite each other. So they're going in different directions, but they're meeting opposite each other, and they're going to have a standoff in the sky. And so imagine Uranus is going to be bringing us shock surprises during this new moon. Mercury, the messenger guide, is going to be delivering those to you, right? And these could be then with Neptune. Remember with Uranus. Uranus is not a malefic planet. as the traditional malefics would be Mars and Saturn, right? However, Uranus and Mercury, they're not malefic planets. Okay, they're quite neutral. They're with Uranus, it will shake you to the core and redirect you. You'll feel uncomfortable because as humans, we want to go the way that we know, right? We want to go the road travel, not the road less travels. Okay, and actually, Uranus is like, okay, you're too comfortable doing this thing. I need to shake things up for you. You want this? You want this manifestation, right? You want to call this manifestation? Well, Uranus is like, well, you can have that, but we need to shake things up because you are still holding on to old beliefs. You're still doing things the old way. You're still the old version of you. And the old version of you can't have the thing that you want in the quantum leap of the quantum leap version of you in the future, because we need to let that go, honey. So Uranus is going to be giving you that energy, all right? So trust that whatever is clearing out of your life is bringing you into alignment to make space for what is. I used the analogy before, like, when you want to update your wardrobe, your new look, to give you a new image, whatever it is, right? You kind of need to make space in your wardrobe because otherwise you're waiting for your new clothes. So it's like, okay, I need to get rid of some stuff. I need to clean out my wardrobe to make space for my new things, right? And when I'm saying clearing out and decluttering the wardrobe, it's like clearing out and decluttering the mind, clearing out and decluttering, your limiting beliefs around money, love, being worthy and deserving of love, for example, using that as an example, or family karma, family ancestry, or I can't do that because my family have told me they do this, or we only do this, we only live in this area, or we only make this much money, and that's what we always just done. Well, actually, you're here to expand, and the universe wants even more for you. There's no limit to what you can achieve. We're limitless beings. The only limit is our minds. Okay. And so just know you are supported by Uranus, you are supported by Mercury. Mercury Kazemi, Mercury conjunction to this new moon. Write down what you want. First of all, I say to people all the time, first of all, write down what you don't want, right? Write down what you don't want. Write down what your limiting beliefs are around that. Acknowledge that. Write down what you no longer accepting, right? What are your boundaries? Write that down, right? Then we go to town on. Well, this is what I'm calling in. Okay, so whatever you speak, with the energy that you put into, right? Because it's Mercury. Mercury is like communication, manifesting through your words. And one of the things I love to use is EFT tapping. If you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, even YouTube too, I love to have like tapping scripts to focus on. Okay, well, this is what I'm not accepting. This is the issue. This is the negative, limiting self belief. Let's tap on the meridian points around the body. Let's get into that, and then we can release that energy because that energy is stuck inside us. And I think with positivity, law of attraction, all that great stuff, love all that. However, I feel like we need to address the not so positive, amazing stuff too, and be like, okay, well, even though I'm feeling X, Y, and Z, I'm human. And the caveat to tapping is we say, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though I feel, or even though I'm thinking about, even though I have this, whatever it is, you tap on it, release it, it's done, right? Sometimes it's one time only, sometimes you gotta repeat it, do it over and over again. And I think the Mercury Kazemi alongside this new moon will be fantastic to do that. And what I'm going to be doing actually, if you like, subscribe, and share this channel, keep yourself updated. I'm going to be dropping weekly, daily tapping scripts for you to join along in with, as well as some exclusive deals for you to tap on things such as I'm going to be doing stuff like having an amazing day, anxiety disorder, money magnet, choosing yourself, calling in abundance, calling in love, confidence boosting, all that stuff, right? So if that's something you're interested in, keep your eyes peeled on that. I'll leave some of the information in the show notes for you to check out some of the tapping videos. I've got some free ones and some ones you can shop for too. All right. So I'm going to get into, as well as doing I'm going to go through sign by sign. Right. So listen to all the signs. And I'm also going to pull a tarot deck. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot at the moment. And I love the Cosmic Tarot. It's so like 80s, it's like really 80s vibes. If you can see the imagery on it because of the ring, there we go. There's the ring light. There we go. Yeah. So I'm going to be using those today to deliver messages for all of us. All right. So let's get into it. First of all, before we get into the signs, make sure you have your birth chart at hand. If you don't know your big three, make sure you go onto a free birth chart calculator, type in your birth date and your time. That'll give you your birth chart. Look at your rising sign, your sun sign. You'll know your sun sign is your birth date, and of course your moon sign too, right? Your sun sign is your ego, your purpose, why your energy, while you're here. Your rising sign is who you embody, how you project it into the world, is the character that you play, and the moon sign is how you feel about it all, your emotions, right, your home life. And there's so much more, but that's the basics of it, all right? And if you want a personal reading with me, if you haven't done so already, leave all the information in the show notes for you to do. There's a link in the description for you to book a reading with me. There's like a 6-week waiting list on that, so make sure you get on with that. And the first thing you want to get is a birth chart reading with me first. If you've already done that, then go in and have a 12-month projection, there is synastry for relevant romance, there's transit read, there's so much stuff on there. So check that out too, okay? So let's get into all of the signs. And of course, is there anything else I want to work on? I want to talk about? So we talked about Mars, we talked about the groundwater trine, we talked about Uranus, we talked about the Mercury retrograde. What else? I think that's pretty much everything. Okay, so let's get into it. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for you. The new moon, 19th, 20th of November, right at 28 degrees of Scorpio, happening for you in your 8th house. The 8th house for you deals with intimacy. It's the house of transformation. It's the house of Scorpio, right? Shared resources, right? There's going to be a powerful moment for you to work on healing through your trauma, working through fear and loss of control. This is all about your intimate relationships too. So this could be a huge energetic reset when it comes to your interpersonal relationships. Uranus is standing up across the sky in the 2nd house to do with your beliefs, your values. This could be a new money story coming in for you. So there could be luck, money, wealth, abundance coming in. This is the 8th house, and the 8th house is usually other people's money. So it could be through money coming in through clients, for example, if that's something that you work with, clientele, through banks, loans, mortgages, debt, credit cards, financing, refinancing. It can be through inheritance, for example. It can be the 8th house is also, but if you're in a relationship, can your partner's money too. So if you're talking about money story, then this is really auspicious for that. Uranus in the mix. Uranus usually, especially in Taurus as well, going back into your 2nd house, there can be shock surprises. There could be money coming in, money coming out. There can be new opportunities being revealed for you for work and career as well. You are one of the, if you look check out Mercury retrograde video, you are one of the signs where, there's going to be love up for review. There could be contracts being reviewed as well to do with marriage, boundaries, to do with how you want to connect with others, how you share, this is the 8th has the intimacy, right? So are you allowing others to connect with you? Are you tearing down your walls? Are you, and if you're not in a relationship, then it could be that you are rewriting your boundaries, rewriting your stories to intimacy, how you call in love, the type of love that you want to receive, what you look for in a partner, right? When we have a new moon that has as well, this is a great time to reset on your money story, your self-love story, your values, what you believe to be true about money, wealth, abundance, loving yourself. This is also about sex and passion as well. So, this could be stirring things up when it comes to your sex and dating life also. But this is a new moon for you to work through any healing around trauma, around money, around loss, around relationships, around sex, trauma healing when it comes to working with a therapist, for example. And because this is the 8th house, there can be fear and loss around losing money, not having enough money, the fear of connection, the fear of connecting with others, with intimacy as well. The Grand Trine is going to be happening for you in the fourth, eighth, and 12th house. So this is a huge soul level healing because the eighth house is all about transformation. The 12th house is your subconscious, the hidden house, your downfall, right? Your subconscious limiting beliefs. Yeah, it's the hidden house, the spirituality. And it's all aligning up with your fourth house. And the fourth house is to do with your home. And it's the base of your chart. So not only is it your physical home, I'm looking at my home, not only is it your physical home, it could be, your most inner world, and also the fourth house also rules your family and family and ancestry and your parents too. So it could be doing the work on, inner child healing, mother healing, father healing, forgiveness around that, letting go of resentment around that as well. Big one. This is a really big one because this is soul level healing. These are all really deep houses in astrology. The fourth house is, the base of the birth chart. The DC, the IC and the MC fall on this axis, right? This is the base of your birth chart. This is about doing the work on you, on your most inner, most intimate world. Because the fourth house is the house which only is privy to your feelings and emotions, your desires, the people that are most closest to you in the circle. That everyone gets to see this. Okay, so very deep Grand Trine, and like I said in the intro, with the Trine energy, this is a harmonious act and harmoniously aspecting for you to manifest the life that you want when it comes to your letting go of limiting beliefs, calling in wealth, calling in prosperity, calling in abundance, calling in the work that you desire, calling in the money that you desire, calling in the relationships and the emotional love, romance, intimacy that you desire too. Mars will be also going through your ninth house, so this is about your beliefs. This is really deep transformational full moon for you. New moon for you because it's in the house which is ruled by Scorpio, all about transformation, all about doing the work, all about doing the healing. It's about letting go and doing the shadow work. You have a ninth house activation with the depositor Mars being there, and this is going to be all to do with what do I believe in? What do I believe to be true? What are my beliefs? What are my values? What's my spirituality? Okay, you will be going on a spiritual journey for sure, as well as maybe even a physical journey too, because Mars in the ninth house, Mars is about drive and ambition. It's in the ninth house, so you could either be going on a physical journey where you're going to be, okay, I want to book a flight, I'm going on a vacation, or it could be, I'm going on a spiritual healing transformational journey, or both. So there's that. Okay, so what are the cards for you? What are the cards saying for you during this new moon, Aries? I had to restart this video and do it again because Mercury retrograde glitches. So bear with me. I'm like, for real. So let's have a look. I love this cosmic tarot. It's so retro, so 80s. For you, you have the Four of Wands. I'm just trying to see if you can. Oh yes, there we go. Four of Wands. Look at that. Beautiful. Four of Wands. During this new moon, this is for you to, first of all, the Four of Wands is the card of financial security, of success, of doing all the things. It's about home, space. I feel like when we're talking about the Grand Trine, right, along the new moon, with the Four of Wands, some of you may be thinking about moving home, right? You may be thinking about relocating. You may be thinking about changing your career. You may be thinking about just literally starting something completely fresh, completely new. It's not something that you've been. It may be, first of all, it may be something that just come into your mind, but I feel like something you've been working on for a long time, and now you're like, you know what? I really want to. I'm not happy. I'm really not happy anymore with the way I've been doing things. And this is the trajectory I want to go in. The Mars energy in the ninth house is about believing in yourself. And if you look at the image on the card, they are balancing on one foot in their needle scale pose. They are poised. They are, so balanced. Life is happening around them, but they know that they have everything within them to manifest their biggest goals, dreams, and desires. As long as they pause, be still, do the work, release what's holding them back. So what's holding you back? Is it limited beliefs? Is it people, is it situations, jobs, parents, stories, whatever it is? This new moon is your energetic reset to let that go so you can move forward into the life that you fully deserve. And so if you'd like a personal reading with me, I will leave the information in the show notes for you to do so. And I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you are a Taurus, rising, sun and moon, You have the new moon landing for you in your house of relationships. So, my beautiful Taurus people, this new moon is an energetic reset on your connections, right? Love, this is about love and romance. The seventh house, first of all, it's not just love and romance. It's obviously that is a big factor, but it's all connections. So it can be like contractual agreements, it can be relationships with parents, friends, whatever. But generally, the overall encompassing energy is love and romance, right? So are your connections equal? Are they empowering or are they draining you? Right? The new moon is asking you to set your intentions on the kind of relationship that you want, the type of relationship you want, the relationship that you want with your lover, your lovers. If you date somebody or if you're single, calling somebody in. When you have a new moon here as well, this is a great time to literally call somebody in to literally manifest your partner. All right, so you can manifest the love that you want, right? So a great way to do that would be to write down the quality that you want and set a candle intention for that and focusing on your, the type of person you want to call in. And also looking at that list, right? And being like, well, do I embody these qualities? Am I financially stable? Am I honest? Am I whatever it is? Well, are you that? Yeah, can I give myself that too? Right? Because your partner, lover, whatever you want to call them, they can't be all the things for you anyway, right? You have to have that. You have to be that for you. You know what I mean? It's not their job to fulfill you. You have to. It's your job to fulfill you and to love you, make you happy. I mean, and only when you're in that space, and then I feel like um, you will then attract aligned partners. Even though we're always attracting partners who are aligned to our vibrational frequency at any given moment. Okay, um, I'll say yeah. So we have this really intense, passionate new moon in seventh house, bringing in deep, passionate, intense love affairs and relationships. Because I'm saying this because it's Scorpio energy. You have the sun here, you have the moon here. Venus is here too. Venus is in detriment in Scorpio, of course, but Venus loves to be in the seventh house. Right, and so your relationships will get a blessing. So if you're already in an established bond, then of course Venus is here. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of talk around having your needs met, having your partner's needs met. Are you fulfilling each other's needs, right? And what is your love contracts with one another? Because being in a partnership, relationship, whatever it is, situationship, whatever it is, right? Not so much situationship, but actually, yeah, you have a contract between the two of you, right? Are you fulfilling those needs? First of all, your contract to yourself, right? When it's seventh house energy, Libra energy, are you losing yourself with this relationship, right? Can you authentically be yourself? Like, can you actually express your needs and desires too? Right, safely, right? The Grand Trine for you, right? This is really crazy because the Grand Trine for you is happening in the third, seventh, and 11th house, right? And this is the 11th house is your manifestation portal house, right? Third house is how you speak, calling it all in. And so this is about clearly clearly communicating what you want when it comes to love, loving yourself, speaking kindly to yourself, speaking kindly to others too, and the people that you love in your life. Forgiveness is a huge one. With Scorpio energy, it's about letting go of. So it could be some of you maybe letting go of a relationship, letting go of a relationship to make space for a relationship which is worthy deserving of your energy. There is that too, right? Clearing out the old, clearing out. So it could be like, I hear this all the time. I only attract this, or I only attract, whatever it is. Well, if you're saying that, you're manifesting it. So actually, how can you say I only manifest? All men are this, all women are this, whatever it is. You can't say that because it's a sweeping statement, and by you manifesting that into existence, your words are very powerful. Especially when we have this grand trine portal going on. 11th house is your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. It's about connecting with friendship circles and connecting with people because we're talking about the seventh house. Seventh house is relationships. We're really making a trine to the 11th house. The 11th house is to do with your connections, to do with your friendship circles, the group that you're part of. And so this is about, and not only am I calling in aligned lovers, am I calling in aligned friendships, the networks I'm part of, the places I go to, the groups I frequent. This is all up for renewal during this energy. All right, Mars will be in your eighth house, so you're going to be feeling Passion, sex, intimacy, there's going to be for you a deep desire to get to the truth of things too. When it comes to the truth of relationships, money, abundance, wealth, intimacy, as well. This is 8,000 stuff. Transformation around love stories, around money stories, around what it is you believe to be true around your self worth. Do I believe that I'm worthy and deserving of this amount of money, this job, this lover, this person? Am I worthy and deserving of love? Loving myself? Do I believe that I deserve love? Yes, you do. All right. Yes, you do, honey. But yes, Mars in the 8th house is great for sex, great for passion, great for intimacy, and doing the shadow work, doing the healing. This new moon is all about healing, and for you, it's about healing relationships. And so, what does the card say for you? Let's have a look. There we go. My cup keeps getting in the camera. And so, let's have a look. What does it say for you? I had to turn my video on and off again because it paused and just stopped. Oh my god. The Lover's card, you can't make this up. The Lover's card literally jumped out. And so whether you're in a relationship already or you are single, the Lover is your green light to call in the love, the abundance, the joy, the blessings. Be that for you, you know, be the amazing lover that you deserve for you and also for your partner too. All right, and also calling in a lover, calling in. There are no limits on. I was going to say the number of. For me, that's like yeah, whatever. There's no limit on the how good it can get when it comes to love. Okay, doing the work, do the healing work. You don't have to be fully healed to attract love. You can do the work while you're in a relationship. If both of you are willing to do the work and doing the work together as well, because love is like that. Love is like that, right? It's not. It's ongoing. It's the 7th house is about contractual agreements. When you have a contractual agreement with somebody, you're constantly doing the work, right? It's a relationship. It's doing the work. If you are genuinely invested in somebody and they're invested in you, and you both have that same goal. Like my goal is I want to be with you, and I want us to be really happy. Happiness looks like this, and the other person is like, yeah, I want this. I want to be with you. I want us to be happy, and my end vision is this too, right? You both consciously work together to do that. Okay, so the lovers, amazing. Love this for us, amazing. If you would love a personal reading with me, hit me up. I'll leave all the information in the show notes for you to book a personal reading with me. And of course, I would love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. Thank you so much. Right. I always drink this because when I go back into the timestamps, when I have a cup of tea, I know when to put the timestamps in. Right. So, if you are a Gemini rising sun and moon, for you, the moon is activating your 6th house. This is all to do with your health, your routines, your relationships, your service of work, releasing what drains you. The 6th house is like the everyday house, is like the work, your health, your daily routines, your pets. Okay, and so when you have a new moon here, and especially when it's a Scorpio transformational new moon, but letting go of habits. Right, like habits that are no longer serving you. Like maybe I am ordering too many Uber Eats. So I could be fresh, or I could be saving my money better on making my own food, all right? Or maybe I'm drinking too much, or maybe I'm eating too much chocolate, or maybe I'm a recreational partying all weekend, and then I'm floating on my whole week. I'm not going to the gym. I'm going to bed too late. This is about organising your life. You get it. You get it. The Scorpio is about, okay, let's do the work. Why am I doing that? Actually, why am I self-sabotaging myself? But I have this big goal, dream, and desire. And why I say that, because you have a grand trine happening for you in the 2nd and 10th and 6th house. The 2nd house is your money house. The 10th house is your work house, honey. So, and your persona. The 6th house here is your routine. So it's okay. If I can get my ducks in a row, if I can get my ship organised in the 6th house, there are no limits to what I can achieve when it comes to work, money, and abundance. Because I feel like with this new moon, there is going to be job opportunities coming in, money opportunity coming in, a work-related opportunity coming in for you to up level. Would that be in the career that you're already in? Would that be going to the job that you really want. Okay, this is about okay, letting go of limiting beliefs, or habits that are holding me back, beliefs that are holding me back. Maybe it's like, oh, I want to release a podcast, but I'm too scared to do that because I'm scared what people might think, or I want to go after that job, but I don't think I'm qualified enough, or I want to be seen more on social media, 10th house, right? But I'm scared people will judge me. Or, I don't speak into the camera, for example. No, these are the things. The sixth house is like, okay, let's release limiting beliefs. New moon, Scorpio, right? Let's release limiting beliefs around why I feel that way. Where does that come from? Release that, tap on it. I spoke about EFT tapping in my intro. I love EFT tapping. It's great for releasing limiting beliefs. And then moving on forward into, okay, this is what I'm pointing in. All right, this is what I'm focusing my energy on. The new moon is about setting intentions. This is a new moon to do the work behind the scenes, right? Because it's Scorpio new moon. So doing the work behind the scenes, sixth house, doing the work when no one's clapping, right? Because once you do that, your 10th house activation of the Grand Water Trine is about, okay, well, let's go. I've done the work now. Let's clap. Let's call it all in. Receive the abundance. Receive the blessings. Let's go, right? But Gemini, this is all to do with your self-worth too, and what do you believe to be true about what you're worthy and deserving of. Mars is going to be traveling for you in the seventh house. First of all, your ruler is retrograde in sixth house too. Okay, so I would say with that, I mean, check out the retrograde that it did, but be mindful of allowing yourself more time to get to your appointments. Okay, Mars in seventh house, so when Mars is transiting, sometimes, especially in the house of relationships, if you're already in a relationship, you can go two ways where you're either going to be really combative towards one another, or this really ignites sex, passion, and fire in relationship too. If you're single, Mars in seventh house, you may be experience combativeness in your dating life, or it could be bringing you more sex and passion into your relationships. And who doesn't want that, right? Okay, so let's look at. Also, before I move on, the new moon in the sixth house for you is all about. This is the house of Virgo. This is about how can you be of service to other people too. Not only is about what can I get out of this, what can I do for the good of humanity and the collective, right? Mars is at 11 degrees, the humanitarian degree. This is about the collective too. So what can I do to allow more abundance in and to help others? All right. And the tarot for you. You have the Page of Wands. And this deck is the Princess of Wands. So this is about new ideas, seeds. They're planting the seeds of intention for new ideas. Like I was saying about your astrology, planting the seeds of intention, planting the seeds of, okay, do you know what? I have this big goal, but I know that I can't achieve it overnight. I might manifest it overnight, but I do need to do the work. So I do need to take daily action steps every day. So do I need to go to bed early? Do I need to send out an email? Do I need to reach out to this person? Do I need to update my CV? Do I need to go on a course? Do I need to buy a microphone if I want to record on YouTube? Or do I need to get some ring lights to record better content? Whatever it is, right? It's about setting the intention, setting the seeds. That idea that you have, you are absolutely worthy and deserving of having it. Second house is about self-worth and values and money and abundance. The Grand Water Trine. And the 10th house activation of your public persona, being seen, your career, your purpose, why you're here, whatever that desire is, whether that be to relate to your work, relate to how you want to show up as a human, or how you want to move around through the world during this incarnation. This is about planting the seeds, all right? So it could be, well, I want to journal every day. I want to meditate every morning. I want to go on a retreat. I want to do breathwork. I want to embody spirituality into my practice. How can I do that? All right, sixth, second, and 10th has access for you. Plant the seeds, plant the fire. Remember, the Page of Wands is fire energy. So Mars, 7th house is about collaborating with the people too, and reaching out to others as well. All right. If you'd like a personal reading with me, hit me up. I'll leave all the information in the show notes. And if you would, if you resonated with this, I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share it too. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into who is next. If you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, 19th, 20th of November, 28 degrees Scorpio, you have a gorgeous, transformative, deep new moon, 28 degrees, happening for you in the fifth house. The fifth house for you is all to do with love, creativity, joy, passion, dating, children, inner child, sensuality, luck, money, and creativity. Did I say creativity already? I think I did. I love the fifth house. It's one of the fun houses, right? And yes, this is about spending some energy on tapping into that inner child energy. You know, the new moon's calling for you to make more time for joy, more time for fun, more time for dating, more time to what lights you up. Cancer, right? You have Jupiter in the first house, first of all. Jupiter's like, really, this is the year for you to have fun, honey, right? Have fun and call in the abundance. You're here to have a good time. You're here to experience life. You are here to be abundant. You know, abundance can mean, abundance of money, love, romance, connection, doing whatever it is that lights you up. The fifth house is creativity. You have so much energy here at the moment. We have Venus here, Mercury here, the Sun here, the Moon here, obviously with the new moon. The focus is very much on what is it that lights me up. How can I fill my days with more that brings me joy, and also practicing gratitude for all that you do have, you know. I'm so grateful for my job because it pays me well and I can do this with it, or, I'm so grateful for my home because it gives me all the things, right? Actually, finding more things to be grateful for in our everyday life opens a portal for even more blessings to fall in, okay? And so with the new moon here, this is about transforming your story around love, around calling it in, around having fun while you're dating, calling in Scorpionic lovers, transformative love affairs. All right, you could be launching a new product as well. So if you're thinking about starting your own business, it's a great time to do that. New moon Scorpio, uh, planting the seeds. When it comes to, I want to become self-employed. I want to do a side hustle. I want to start my own business. This is fifth house energy, okay? This is about creativity, dancing, music, painting, all that stuff. Getting more involved into that. If that's not how you want to be creative, you can be creative about doing what you already do, but thinking outside of the box. Because when you do that, we activate the grand water trine. We have Jupiter in your first house. We have Neptune in the ninth house, your spiritual beliefs. This is about becoming a magnet for your manifestations. It's about calling in what you want, what you desire, working with Neptune in that ninth house, calling in spiritual teachers, inviting spirituality, going on an actual spiritual journey too. All right. Calling in your spirituality, making spiritual practice so you can then call in what you want, need, and desire. All right. You have the planet of luck and abundance in your sign until midway through 2026. So use that energy to call in the wealth, the abundance, the love, the romance, the children, if it has children too, into your existence. Mars is going through sixth house as well. So when we have Mars going through the sixth house, this is you could be really focused on your diet, your health, your nutrition, getting fit again, working on your body. The sixth house is your health house as well. So just be careful with your health. Booking those appointments if you need those. This is your has your pets too. So looking after their health as well. All right. And so let's look at the tarot for you. Let's have a look. So you have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm smiling because this is the card of abundance, honey. Calling in all of the abundance. Look at that. Eight of Pentacles. So, like I was saying to you regarding fifth house energy, calling in money and abundance and wealth, because the fifth house is one of the lucky houses. So, calling in luck and abundance. Just new moon, you can be a magnet for money. So, it's about manifesting the money in the life that you want. All right. Whilst being really grateful for where you are right now. The eight of Pentacles is about, okay, look at what I've already achieved. Look what I've already manifested into my life. Look what I've already done. There's a version of me a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, who dreamed of the 16-year-old version of me would be like, would think I'm super cool, right? It'd be so wow what I've been doing now, and honoring that and being grateful and inviting more gratitude into your life. Because the more grateful we can be at what we already have, then the more we can call in even more opportunities for a wealth and abundance. If you'd like a personal reading with me, I'll leave the information for you to do so in the show notes. Click on the link and you can go and book yourself a reading with me, tarot or astrology or a bit of both. And I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you are a Leo rising, sun and moon, 28 degrees, Scorpio full moon, new moon, Scorpio new moon happening on the 19th and 20th, depending on where you are in the world. For you, this is landing for you in the house which rules your home, your family, your ancestry, your emotions. Is what I'm talking about, the fourth house, right? So new moon in the fourth house. Time to cut energetic cords, Leo, around family trauma, family karma, family story, limiting beliefs you've left your parents, right, or your caregivers, or whoever that is. What stories are outdated in my DNA and my karma, my family lineage that are not serving me, what's holding me back? This is Scorpio shit, transformation, doing the deep work. Okay, what stories don't align with me? Just because my caregivers believe this to be true doesn't mean that it is. When it comes to my self worth, the way I show up in the world, the things that I want to do for me, my life purpose, my trajectory, Leo. All right, planting new roots, cutting cords with, and I'm saying that because you may be thinking about moving your home. You know, healing and moving forward, either physically or energetically. You know, moving forward when it comes to family healing family trauma, forgiveness, letting go of resentment. Everyone's always doing their best at any given moment. You know, with the information that they have at that moment in time. All right. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you accept what someone's done. It means that you're making peace and moving forward for you and cutting your ties. All right. The grand trine for you is affecting your 12th and 8th house. Again, the 12th and 8th house, along with the 4th house, together is such a really spiritual, potent, shadowy, doing the work energy, really transforming. A lot of Leos may even want to be retreating at this time, going within. I say that because the 12th house is all about going within, doing the shadow work. The 8th house, ruled by Scorpio. Again, this is a Scorpio new moon. Leo, you guys are doing the deep work. You guys are transforming. And if you're not, you should be doing that, because if you do that, you can use the power of this new moon, because Uranus is in the mix. Uranus is opposing you, right? In the 10th house. So there's going to be, so you will definitely be seeing, like, you know, some sort of shock, surprise news when it comes to family, home, relocation, all that sort of stuff. Work and career falls in the 10th house as well. So with Uranus here, literally anything is possible. But just know that this is redirecting you to exactly where you're supposed to be going. Leo, for you, you will have Mars in the 5th house. So let your anger fuel out into creativity. If you, the fifth house does also rule children as well. So if you do have children, they could be like testing your patience as well with this energy. But fifth house energy with Mars being here, this is a great time to channel frustration into creative passion projects as well. And you may also just be more driven when it comes to your business, your side hustle, if you have those. All right. Okay, so let's do your tarot. You have the world, what, darling? I love this. So for you, when we have the world here, right, you are literally on this card as well, because we have the Leo lion here on the world card, right? So for you, my darling, the tarot is telling you that you literally can manifest the life you totally desire. When the world card shows up, this can literally show you to, you know, this can literally show a few things. You can literally be relocating. I'd love to know if some of my Leos are thinking of relocating or just moving home. This is also about manifesting and calling in the life you truly desire. We have this 4th and 12th and 8th house activation going on for you with the Grand Trine. This is about manifesting your biggest dreams, goals, and desires, tapping into your spirituality. You may be receiving downloads from the universe. You may be receiving messages from your spirit guides. This is about working with your spiritual energy to call in your physical biggest goals, dreams, and desires. Good luck with that. If you'd like a personal reading with me, hit me up, and I'd love if you'd like to subscribe and share. All right. If you're a Virgo, rising sun and moon, for you, the new moon, 28 degrees, happening on the 20th of November. For you, activating your 3rd house. The 3rd house, girl, for you, rules communication, your mindset, siblings, tech, short-term plans and travel. Speaking your truth. You have been transforming how you've been speaking, honey. This is about calling your power. This new moon is giving you an opportunity to express, calling in what you want, what you need, what you desire, right? We have a grand trine activation for you with the 11th, 3rd, and 7th house. So not only manifesting your biggest goals, dreams, and desires, right? 11th house stuff, new moon stuff, right? Calling this in through the words that you speak. Some of you may even be thinking about this new moon be a great time for you to think about going on a short distance travel. For you, Mercury retrograding, Mercury is your ruler. So if you think about taking a trip back to somewhere you've already been before, that could be something. If it's a trip that you're planning on and you haven't been there before, just double, triple check everything, okay? Uh, the grand trines affecting your 11th and 7th house. So you may meet people who are going to help you on your journey on manifesting what you want. So it could be that you're going to be networking or meeting people who are on your soul contract, who are going to shape your relationships, shape your manifestation journey. So it could be I am manifesting this dream, this goal, and now during this new moon activation with the grand trine as well, which is going to be affecting for the next 6 months, you're going to be calling in people who are not only have what you want spiritually, physically, but I'm going to show you how to get there. So, harnessing the network, harnessing those connections, meeting people who are going to help you manifest what you want, calling in the love that you want as well, because this is the trine. The trine's happening for you in the 7th house as well. And so for you, you will have this. Where is it? Yeah, so you will have Neptune transiting all the way through for you as well, through Pisces, asking you to call in this energy, calling your manifestations, calling your dreams when it comes to the love that you want, the romance that you want, and the love that you truly desire. All right. Yes, you have the 8 of Wands. And so for you, the 8 of Wands, this is about letting go of the outcome. Letting go of the outcome, all right? I feel like with this energy, you've been doing all the things, right? Virgo, you're doing all the things, helping all the people, that's what Virgos do, right? Helping all the people because you have the activation of the new moon, the 3rd and the 11th house, which rules your friendship circles, the people you're surrounded by, your day-to-day life. So it could be that you're being pulled here, there, and everywhere. And so this is about actually recentering, calling it all in, and transforming and letting go of people who are draining your energy, people who are taking too much of your time, people who are steering you away from your focus as well. Because the new moon is here with the Uranus opposition to realign you with your biggest goals, dreams, and desires, and realign you with the people who are meant for you, realign you with the love that you totally deserve. As mentioned, you have Neptune in the 7th house. The Neptune retrograde is about taking the rose-colored glasses off when it comes to love and romance, and seeing seeing your partner or for who they really are. Okay, and because nobody's perfect as well. Okay, that doesn't mean we have to accept breadcrumbs too. Okay, and if you're single, it's about manifesting the life that you want, manifesting the love that you want, manifesting the dream life you totally deserve into your reality. Okay, good luck with that. If you'd like a personal reading with me, hit me up. I'll leave you the link information in the show notes, and I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. Thank you so much. All right, we are on. Where are we? Okay. If you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I am one of you. We have a new moon activating our 2nd house of money, honey, values, money, self-worth, releasing our financial stories. I have been doing so much work on energetic healing around money and money stories. I thought I was really, I think that I'm really abundant and I have a really great relationship with money. I've been doing so much money work and abundance work, and then I came across a situation recently, literally a few days ago, regarding manifesting my biggest goals and desires and what I believe to be worthy and what I believe to be true around my deserving worthiness of it. And I didn't realize I had some energetic beliefs around not being worthy and deserving of this situation. And doing the work around that, so Mercury retrograding is bringing us old money stories. Oh, okay, I worked in my money story. Obviously, I've got a trigger around that, and if I can heal that trigger, or at least start to work on that, I can then call in the money, abundance, wealth story, job, career, whatever it is I want. Because the second house not only rules money, it rules our values. So it could be value around self-love, the love that I want, according to the love and romance I totally desire. And when we have the second house activation about limiting beliefs around abundance, this can also affect our love story too. So for us Libra, this is about doing the work on releasing old patterns around love, the type of lovers we've called in. And if you're already in a relationship, it's about, what is my boundary? What is my, how do I call in the love that I want from my partner? How do I ask for or let them know, because my partner's not a mind reader, this is my boundary around this. This is what I expect from my relationships. This is what I like from you. This is the contract that I am calling in with my partner. All right, because the Scorpio New Moon is about doing the shadow work and doing the work on, okay, I don't want resentment in love, or I don't want to resent my partner. So I need to let them know that it's not okay when you do this thing because it makes you feel like this, or when you say this thing, it triggers this, and this is how I feel. What can we do to, And if you're single, this is about, okay, this is the type of love I want to call in. Do I believe I'm worthy and deserving of that? We have the grand trine happening for us in the the ninth and the, what am I talking about? In the 10th, 2nd, and 6th house. All right. So for us, the trine is going to be affecting our money house, our work, and our career houses too. 2nd, 10th, and 6th houses also do with work and career. All right. As well as health, as well as our beliefs, as well as how we do things. Okay. So aligning your work with your confidence and aligning your career, your work with your passion. All right. And if it's not about work and career, it's about how you show up in the world. All right. And also this is about your beliefs around money, and how, whether you're working or not, it should be the belief around money, because we all have money, right? We all have a money story. And the 6th and the 10th house trine, Jupiter's trining us in the 10th house, blessing your work and career goals. All right. The Neptune and Saturn, the 6th house manifestation portal, is about, okay, this is my dream and goal, my dream and desire around my work, around my health, around my limited beliefs. I want to let go of this old story, and I want to call this in. All right, the 6th house is also about pets as well. So you could call in a karmic pet, a karmic story around a pet, all right, which is going to heal your money story too. If you can be of service to a pet, 6th house is ruled by Virgo. If you could adopt a pet, for example, this could be a really great way to heal your money story as well. Okay. But yeah, the grand trine is blessing your work house, your career house, how you show up in the world, calling in work opportunities too. And the 2nd house new moon activation is about rewriting your money story of abundance, calling in the work and the money, the career, the confidence that you so deserve. All right. What else? Oh yeah, for you, Mars. Mars is going to be traveling and transiting your 3rd house, speaking with confidence, speak with courage, speaking with clarity, because the 3rd is how we speak and communicate. There could be some combativeness around your neighbours, around siblings. Watch out for issues around your car. When I have Mars traveling to the 3rd house, I had some issues around my car, which I had to sort out as well, so be careful of that. Okay. But also passion and energy around how you speak, and travel plans too. Okay. And also, I think with Mars going to the 3rd house, could be you could be really hyper focusing on learning a new skill, or redoing or going back to a course, or even writing your own book, or starting a podcast. Oh my God, you're the 2nd person to have this. I had this in my personal reading actually too. So you had the 4 of Wands, girl. Look, Libra is all about balance. She's balancing on one foot, poised and graced and gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are poised. You have everything within you. 2nd house, new moon, 2nd house. You have everything within you. Do you believe that you can achieve your biggest goals, dreams, and desires? Do you believe that you have everything that you want and you desire? The universe planted that in you for a reason, because the universe is limitless. You are here to have a limitless experience. So don't limit yourself. Don't constrain yourself. You are here to fly and be free and call in all the things that you so deserve. 2nd house is about values and being deserving, not just on the material, but on the spiritual too. Okay, but also you are so allowed to have all the wealth, the prosperity, the abundance, all there for you for the taking. Do you believe it? Set your intentions. All right, so if you would like a personal reading with me, I'll leave all the information in the show notes for you to do so. I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this video. Thank you. All right. If you are a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for you, 28th degree of Scorpio on the 20th of November. You have a new moon, honey, in the first house, your house, the house of you. This is your cosmic reset, your energetic reset, your new year. Time to shed your old identity and rise up into your evolution, honey. This is your transformation. What are you letting go of? What else are you letting go of? This could be literal physically letting go of. What are you letting go of? This could be clothing, hairstyles, organizing your look. You could be energetically letting go of, old versions of you who are no longer serving you, right? You could be like, I used to do things this way. I'm no longer doing it anymore. You know what I mean? I am done with that old version of me. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the healing. You have Uranus in 7th house, shock surprises about relationships. There could be love coming in, shock surprises, shock endings, news about a lover, something being revealed. The universe is redirecting you to where you're supposed to be going. All right. For you, the grand trine happening for you in the 1st, 5th, and 9th house, your belief houses, the houses of luck and good fortune, your spiritual houses, spiritual creativity. This is for you to expand, be creative. This is activating your money house too. So there's luck and money coming in through the 5th house. If you can enjoy your life and have fun, the money will just roll in. Okay, the more fun you can have, the money you make is your mantra. The more fun I have, the more money I make. Okay, this grand trine, if you're single as well, is a great time to call in lovers. If you're not single, it's a great time to uplevel your relationship. All right, and work out of what is working, what isn't working. Again, if you're single as well, it's a great time to be like, okay, well, I don't want to call this lover anymore. I don't want to call on this kind of partner. This is the kind of love I want to call in. All right, having more fun in your dating life as well. All right. The ninth house is calling you to go on a spiritual journey. This is also calling you to invite spirituality into your day-to-day life through meditation, tarot, breathwork, journaling, quantum leaping, all that sort of stuff, right? You could be seeking wise counsel, spiritual guru. There could be legal stuff coming in for you as well. But this is your personal new year for expansion. When you have a new moon in your sign, this is your time now to call in all the things that you want. This is your cosmic reset just for you, Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, just for you. More so rising and sun, and rising and moon too, right? What else do you want to say? Your ruler is in the 2nd house. You're building your worth, you're building your money story. Mars going through the 2nd house is about, okay, calling in the money, calling in the abundance, calling in the wealth, okay? Watch out for health stuff when it comes to your voice and your throat, because the 2nd house rules, your throat. So, watching out for inflammation in that area. Wear red, eat spicy foods. Those are the remedies for Mars in 2nd house. Mars in 2nd house as well. Be careful how you speak to others. Okay, there could be issues around money, burning money as well. Money coming in, money coming out. Okay. Let's have a look at your tarot. You have the Ace of Wands. So for you, this is your new year, this is your new reset. The Ace of Wands is about starting something new. Like I said, you have the 5th and 9th house activation. So there could be birthing of a new project, there could be baby news coming in, you could be hearing about pregnancy, you could be literally giving birth to a new idea when it comes to your work, your career, your goals. You could be like, you know what, I want to start my own spiritual business, I want to start reading tarot cards, I want to start painting and selling my art. You know what I mean? I want to do TikTok tutorials on speaking Japanese. It's like whatever lights you up, whatever lights you up. Literally, this card is about lighting up, isn't it? Whatever lights you up is going to bring you abundance, bringing joy into your everyday life as well. Bringing joy into who you are and putting yourself. This new moon is about putting yourself first. If you haven't been doing that, the 1st house is about you, the house of you. New moon is about you. Uranus is opposing you. There's going to be huge shakeups in your dynamics when it comes to all relationships, personal and work, family, love, friendship. It's all up for the chop, all up for renewal. Everything's working out for your highest good and redirecting you to exactly where you're supposed to be. Enjoy it. If you'd like a personal reading with me, hit me up in the DMs. I'll leave all the information in the show notes as well for you to book a reading with me. And of course, I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this video. Thank you. Okay, Capricorn, rising, sun and moon. 28 degrees at Scorpio, happening for you 19th and 20th of November. In Scorpio, in your 11th house, this is all to do with your community, your biggest goals, dreams, and desires, your friendship circles, your goals, your dreams, your future vision. What are you calling in? What are you letting go of? What are you rewriting when it comes to your dreams, your vision boards? Where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? The Scorpio new moon is about transformation. Uranus is opposing that in your fifth house as well. So there could be some surprise opportunities and good luck coming your way when it comes to achieving what you want. You have a grand trine happening for you in your seventh house, your third house, and your 11th house too. And the grand trine is about collaborating with your community, networking, communication. The seventh house is all to do with relationships as well. So you could be meeting people, lovers, friends as well, who are going to redirect you in your life trajectory, right? Who are going to help you achieve what you want. So friends are going to be rallying around, lovers are going to be rallying around, calling in new people, establishing new bonds, letting go of the old versions of you two, and transforming into the person you're born to be. Okay, collaborate, communicate, unlock your blessings. Right, your dreams can totally come true. Are you worthy? Do you believe you're worthy and deserving of them? Doing the shadow work on limiting beliefs and releasing that. All right, your tarot. Oh, first of all, Mars. Before we continue, Mars will be traveling through your 12th house, right? So be mindful of burnout, rest, Capricorn. You are your own worst enemy when it comes to limiting beliefs with the Mars 12th house transit. Also, as well, it could be that you will have some hidden reserve when Mars goes through the 12th house. It can go two ways. You can either be really tired, or you can literally dig deep and have this hidden burning desire to do more. All right. Your tarot, Capricorn. Oh, 10 cards jumped out. Let's do a rifle. I feel like rifling, which means okay. So Mars, 12th house, Grand Trine, 7-11, third house, New Moon 11th, calling in dreams, goals, and desires, calling in lovers, calling in your friendship circles, speaking your truth, and delving into spiritual practice. Okay. You are another sign which has had the Page of Wands coming up. This is about planting the seeds of intention. The Mars in 12th house is about going on a spiritual journey as well. Mars in 12th house is about going on a long distance travel too. This is about planting the seeds of intention when it comes to, look, we have the sun coming up over the horizon here. Mercury is going to be going Kazemi, right? So this is about new information coming in, setting the seeds of intention of where you want to be, where do you want to go, where do you see yourself? The 11th house is the house not only of your friendship circles, not only of your groups, but it's about your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. Remember, the universe is not on a budget. You are here to have your biggest, most grandest experience. Allow the universe to give you what you want and even more. All right, there's no limit what you can manifest. Only your mindset. If you'd like a personal reading with me, hit me up in the DMs or click the link in the show notes to book your personal reading with me. And I'd love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share the channel, of course. Thank you. Okay, where are we? Aquarius. I am one of you. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius rising, Aquarius moons. New moon, 20th or 19th of November, 28 degrees of Scorpio, your 10th house, your work, your career, your visibility. You are visible, your life direction. It's time to step up into the person you are born to be, darling, all right? Leave behind what's no longer serving you. Limited beliefs, old stories, old careers, work is not fulfilling you. Uranus is about to shake things up. It's time to let that shit go. Call in what you want. Set the intention, plant the seeds, take inspired action, send the DM, send the CV, send the email, put yourself out there. You are totally worthy of you're totally worthy and deserving of being seen. All right. Trust that the money is coming in because you have a grand trine in the sixth and second house, which is about success. It's about money. It's about your long-term goals. It's about wellness. Look after your health. If you can look after your health and your routines, physical health, mental health, right? Looking after those, doing all the things to nurture you, then your second house of prosperity, right? The second house is not only is it the house of money, right? It's the house of self-worth, tied into your sixth house of your health habits and routines are going to form a trine to your 10th house of work and career. Look after the base so the 10th house can shine, right? Look after you, do the work for you, do the healing, do the work on you so you can call in your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. Mars is in your 11th house, also giving you an extra energy when it comes to manifestation because the 11th house is to do your long term goals. So Mars is going through here now, giving you hyper focus on where do you want to be going, where you want to be seeing, calling it all in. The universe is here to support you and give you exactly what you want. The new moon in Scorpio, yes, it's in detriment. It's about planting the seeds now. Plant the seeds now, and in 6 months' time, watch them unfold. Remember, 2026, you're going to be having the eclipses in your sign. You're going to be transforming beyond belief. You have Pluto in your first house. Girl, the next decade, we are transforming. You're up leveling. You are rising to heights you've never seen before. Are you ready? Is my microphone still turned on? Yes, it fucking is. Okay, thank you. I've had to redo this video 3 times. Oh my god, Mercury retrograde. Anyway, let's do the tarot for you. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm keeping going with you retrograde. Mercury retrograde is about technical glitches. Girl, I've been having them all today. Oh, let's have a look for you. We have... What do we have? You have the Knight of Swords. So for you, this is about cutting cords, cutting energetic cords to anything that's holding you back from the career that you want, the work that you want, the visibility in the life direction that you want. It's time to step up into the person you want to be. Cutting the cords on friendships, relationships, old stories, narratives, limited beliefs, how you speak to yourself, the words that you speak when you choose to speak about your desires. All right, all that can't happen for me. Actually, yes, it can. This is about being mindful of how you speak and the words that you choose, because the words are magic, and you are calling in your manifestations every day with the word that you speak and where you direct and focus your energy. Are you focusing on lack? Are you focusing on gratitude? If you're like a person reading with me, I'll leave the link in the show notes for you to do so, and I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel. Thank you. Last but not least, we have Pisces Sun, Moon and Rising. For you, my darling, new moon in the 9th house, the house of spirituality, of travel, physical and metaphysical. Teaching and truth, my love. This is your spiritual house. This is your beliefs. It's what you believe to be true about your soul guiding you. During this new moon, Scorpio, right, you're going to be pretty energetically tired for one, right? Because this is a soul house, right? But also, this is about doing the work. This is spiritual work, doing the journey, doing like the energetic releasing, karmically cutting ties to anything that's holding you back to becoming the person you're meant to be. At this time, I feel like because the 9th house is about spiritual guides, right? And Scorpio is about doing the inner healing, and Scorpio is about the occult. This is about you literally connecting with your spirit guides so you can receive downloads from the universe. Okay, you have the grand trine happening for you in the 5th, 9th, and 1st house. Okay, your purpose is calling you. Are you bringing more joy and authenticity into your life? The 5th house is about joy and having fun, right? Giving birth to you, right? Because why am I saying this? Because the trine is affecting the 1st house of you, right? So the 1st house, trine in the 5th house, along with the 9th house spirituality, it's you working with your spirit guides to call in the person you're meant to be. It's about energetically letting go of and up leveling who you are. Because when you up level who you are going to invite in abundance, joy, prosperity, relationships on all levels for you. Mars is in the 10th house. Take bold action towards your career, your relationships, to becoming the person you want to be. Okay? Let's have a look. Now, this is not an easy new moon. This is a Scorpio new moon, right? You gotta do the work, honey. This is about journaling, therapizing, taroting, sleeping, transformation time, right? Let's have a look. So, your tarot, let's have a look. For you is you have the 7 of Swords, honey. Like I said, the lunation here, the moon. Ask the moon to guide you. The 7 of Swords is about walking away from anything or anyone who's no longer serving you, including versions of yourself which are no longer serving you, old stories of you, old dreams. All right. You still get to have dreams, honey. You still get to have dreams. Newer, even bigger, better, juicier ones. All right. Call it all in. You're coming from a place of power now. All right. The pain, the hurt, the setbacks, they're for a reason. They're for you to up level because you would play small. You're here to play big. You are here to live the most abundant life. Are you ready? Yes, you fucking are. Let's go. If you'd like a personal reading with me, click the link in the bio. And, of course, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do all the things, and I will catch you on the next one.